Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this coconut lime cake, and if you are new, welcome. Now let's get started. Alright, let's get started. Here I have 1.5 cups of sugar plus 4 tablespoons, 2.5 cups of flour. I'm using pure vanilla extract and coconut extract. Here I have 3 tablespoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of lime zest, half a teaspoon of salt, and 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm using 3/4 cup of sour cream, half a cup of butter, 2 sticks. Make sure it's unsalted butter. And I'm using 1/4 cup of lime juice, excuse me, and 4 whole eggs. And I'm using pure coconut milk. I'm using about 3/4 cup of coconut milk. So we're gonna go ahead and mix all the dry ingredients together. Once you mix all the dry ingredients, set it aside, and now we're gonna go ahead and cream the butter. Make sure that everything you're using is room temperature. If it's not room temperature, you're gonna mess up, because baking, you have to be as accurate as you can be for it to come out fine, otherwise you're gonna end up with a flat cake. So we're gonna cream the butter for about be sure to cream the butter for about be sure to mix it until it's a creamy texture. Be sure to mix it for about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and then you're gonna go ahead and add the sugar, um, portion by portion, just a little bit. You can put it in 3 portions, and you just keep mixing. Okay, once you've added all the sugar and the butter, we're gonna go ahead and add the lime zest, and we're gonna mix for about 4 to 5 minutes until it looks a little pale. So after that, we're gonna go ahead and add the eggs. We're gonna do it one by one. We're gonna make sure that you mix each eggs fine, like all the way, before you add the other one. So you would add one egg and mix it for like a minute, and then you go ahead and add the other four, but one at a time. So now that you've perfectly mixed the eggs, we're gonna go ahead and add the vanilla extract and the coconut extract. So the measurement for the vanilla extract and the coconut extract is half of a tablespoon of each. So once you've added your extracts, you're gonna go ahead and add the sour cream, which is 3.5, 3/4 cup of sour cream. This is how you get your cake to be moist, okay? Sour cream and good eggs in cornstarch. Remove the protein from the flour, mix it a little bit more, which makes the cake moist. And we're gonna go ahead and mix on medium high. Once you have this mixture, the mixture as beautiful as this, we're gonna go ahead and add the lime juice with the with the coconut milk. You mix it all together, and then you're gonna go ahead and start with adding the flour. So with the flour, we're gonna do it in 3 portions. So you would add like half a little bit of the flour. You're gonna mix on low. Like I don't know, my mixture is on 1 right now, so you gotta do it on low because when you're adding flour, you do not want to overbeat the mixture, because if you overbeat it, if you overmix it, it's not gonna that will cause your cake to be dry. So you want to be on low mix, and you don't want to mix it too much, just like 15-30 seconds, and then you're gonna add half of the liquid, and you're gonna go ahead and mix again for like 30 seconds, not too long. You don't want to overmix your batter at all, otherwise it's gonna mess up. Once it's mixed, you go ahead and add another half of the flour, and you do the same thing again, and you add the rest of the liquid and then the rest of the flour. Just make sure to not overmix. So after you've added the last of the liquid, you mix it for a little bit, and then you're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the flour. And once you do it, you're gonna mix it again for like 15-30 seconds, not too long. And you see how my batter is looking? It's not perfectly mixed. You want it to be exactly like that, with a few, not lumps, but you don't want it to be over mixed. And after that, I'm gonna remove it, and I folded it for just a little bit, make sure everything was like mixed, and then go ahead. You see how it looks? You want it to look just like that. So I am using this heart-shaped pan. It's 8x3. You're gonna butter it. So I didn't flour this one because it's a good baking pan. And I am also using two little mini, well, I don't have to say little, but two mini butt cake um, pans, just because. So make sure to butter the pans both. This pan, I am not going to flour it after I put butter on it inside, But these two little pins, once you add the butter, after you buttered it, you're gonna have to add some flour to it, and make sure to shake it out, not a lot of flour. Make sure to shake it out, just because, so the cake could come out of the pan fine. It's not sticking to the pan. Or you could use baking spray. So once you've perfectly buttered your pans, you're gonna go ahead and add the butter to the pan. You see how nice it looks? This that tells you a lot. This cake is about to be bomb. You add it. Make sure you don't overfill your pans. So one thing with baking, once you put it, you get, okay, well, I didn't say first, but make sure you preheat your oven on 325. 325, because these two little pins are small and it's gonna cook really fast. And then, you're gonna bake it for 25 minutes. I would say 25 minutes. Only because once you remove the cake out of the oven, it's still cooking because the pan is still hot and the cake is hot. So it's still cooking. So you don't want to overcook your cake, overbake it. That will cause the cake to be dry. And also, you don't want to keep checking it. So you better off setting your timer, and and then when it's time, take it out. You open it twice, or no more than 3 times. You open your oven. So these little two will be done way faster than the small one, the big one. I'm sorry. So make sure to uh, check it. And yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and make the icing. I am using 1 cup of melted butter. Don't melt it too much, just a little bit. And I am also using 3 cups of sugar. I'm not really going crazy with the measurements, because it's just icing. If you make a little mistake, it's not gonna mess up your recipe. So I use 3 cups of powdered sugar to make the icing, and I'm using coconut cream because the coconut cream has more flavor. It will give it a more richer flavor. And I'm using sea salt. It's just about a pinch of sea salt. You don't really need to measure, just like a little pinch of sea salt. And I'm using, of course, vanilla extract. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm also using lime juice for the icing. So I use coconut cream and lime juice, obviously, because it's a coconut lime cake. And I think it's about a tablespoon of lime juice that I added. So yeah. Icing is very easy to make. All you need is butter, powdered sugar, and then whatever you need for flavor, and then a little salt. So that's why I don't take too much time on it because it's so easy. It's like all done, like 10 minutes, and then you got icing. And make sure the cake is all the way cooled down before you put the icing. And this is my final product, you guys. Like, how beautiful is this? It was bomb. It tasted so good. And I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you try this recipe, and please let me know if you do. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Thank you.